everyone, my name is Damien Debecker. I'm Associate Professor at the University of Louvain in Belgium, and in this video I would like to give you some more visual details on a recent paper that we have published in microporous mesoporous materials, and which is entitled Preparation of Super Microporous Tungsten Silica Olefin Metathesis by the aerosol-assisted sol gel process. So what is this aerosol-assisted sol gel process? Well, this is what I'm going to show you, and before starting I would like to mention that this work has been done in collaboration with the University of Chulalongkorn in Bangkok, in Thailand, and with the company SCG Chemical. Also, before starting, I would like to say that this work is inspired by a relatively old paper, 1999, from the group of Brinker, and also by the inspiring work of the group of Sanchez in Paris. I'll give you the links to the reviews and seminal papers by links on externaldiffusion.com.
Okay, if I'm talking about this aerosol method, it's obviously because it gives interesting results. So let's see now how this works. On the left-hand side of this scheme, you can see a box that we call the atomizer. That will contain a solution containing all the precursors needed to make sol gel chemistry, except that this solution will be relatively diluted so that nothing happens at this stage. By compressed air, the solution will be sprayed in the form of an aerosol, namely small droplets, and each of these droplets will have exactly the same composition as the starting solution. It will also contain surfactant molecules that are depicted here in red on the scheme. By passing through a heated zone of the furnace, the solvent will be evaporated. Each droplet will be more and more concentrated, and at a certain point the surfactant molecule will form micelles, and around these micelles the sol gel chemistry will happen. In the end, we collect dry particles on an absolute filter. We just have to calcine them to remove the surfactant and get these nice spherical particles with calibrated porosity. The pores will depend on the size of the surfactant that we choose in the beginning. You see here these nice spherical particles in scanning electron microscopy, and if you go to transmission electron microscopy, you can detect the porosity here. Namely, the size of these pores will depend on the surfactant that you choose in the beginning. This is the rather modest, I would say, setup that we have in our lab. And on the left-hand side, you have the generation of the aerosol that you can actually see flowing through the glass tube there and proceeding through the tubular furnace here. On the other side, we collect the dry particles on the absolute filter, and there is of course a pump to force the flow. If you go to the paper, you will see all the details, but just the main conclusion of the work is that by working with this aerosol method, we get samples with very interesting texture, more than 500 square meter per gram. Dispersion of tungsten is excellent. We have higher activity as compared to reference catalysts, and this makes these catalysts relatively interesting for industrial purposes. For all the details concerning this study, you can simply go and see the full PDF on the website of Elsevier, and don't hesitate to contact me.